Welcome to the Winning Drive. In this video, we're going to be talking about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Frank the Ghost Martin, fight that took place June 15th, MGM Garden Arena, and what went wrong for Frank Martin in this fight. First off, I want to say this was an excellent performance by both fighters, in my personal opinion. I think when the fight first started off, if you watched it, you noticed that Frank the Ghost Martin had a prominent jab. He was moving, using great defensive tactics, being very elusive, and actually able to stay away from the power of Gervonta Davis for the first 4 rounds. Frank Martin problems actually started before the fight. They started with the weight cut. He packed on a lot of muscle in preparation for the fight, which wasn't that great of an idea when it comes to boxing. And it showed in the fight with him actually gassing out around about the 4th round. Also due to some of the body shots that Tank Davis was applying to the body. Some very, very tough shots to the body that Frank Martin had to take. And what it did was it just slowed down his mobility, and it also just drained him. And so as Tank started to apply that pressure and the fight went on and on, the body shots took a toll on Frank Martin, and I also believe that the weight cut took a toll on him as well. That's not to take anything away from Gervonta Davis. That as the fight goes on, you notice that Frank Martin being gassed also takes a lot of steam off of his punches. His jab wasn't as prominent, and Tank kept going back to the corner saying, he's getting tired, I'm wearing him down. And he realized that he didn't have much to worry about as far as the power went of Frank Martin. And the tides change at about round 5 when Tank continues to walk forward. And now he's throwing a lot more punches and he's showing a lot more offense than he was in the beginning of the fight. And as time go on, he's throwing everything but the kitchen sink. And Frank Martin also starts to fall for the feints. Gervonta was able to feint him into the positions that he wanted him in. He was able to back him up. He was able to force him to the ropes. Frank Martin didn't do a great job in this fight, fighting backwards. And that's what ultimately led to him actually getting stopped in the 8th round. When Gervonta Tank Davis did a feint, Frank Martin went into the corner, he winced, and he actually flinched into the corner. And that's when Tank Davis was able to put off a flurry and actually able to catch him with a left hand uppercut and a left hook that immediately ended the fight. All in all, like I said, it was a great performance by both fighters, and I would love to see what's next for Gervonta Tank Davis. Everyone's talking about the Lomachenko fight, which I think would be a great fight for him. I really don't think anyone in the 135-pound division has anything for him, because he showed us the versatility. He showed us that he can fight all different styles of fighters, and that it doesn't matter. You can have a great jab, you can move around the ring, you can be slick, you can be quick, but at the end of the day, he has that equalizer. He has a switch. He can turn it up at any second. The fight can be going your way and everything of that nature, just as it was going with most of his other fights, like a Rolly Romero, like a Ryan Garcia in the first round, where it looked like he was providing a bunch of pressure, like most recently Frank Martin, to where he was doing such great work in the first half of the fight. He can flip that switch and your lights can be out. So I'm excited to see what's to come next. Make sure that you like this video, and that's all I have on this topic.